What's going on, guys? C. Blake here, and today I'm revisiting the rarest sneaker in my collection. This is the Tom Sachs Mars Yard sneaker. It was released in an art auction style. There was only 84 pairs sold to the public, and Tom Sachs gave the rest to family and friends. Now, the reason why I'm revisiting it is I recently came across a very special and piece that I have not seen before from the collection, because when Tom Sachs did the collection, he not only released the sneakers, but he also released a jacket, a tote bag, and then there's a larger kind of duffel bag, which I also haven't seen for sale. And I was able to track down the tote bag. Dion Point actually gave it to me, which was just crazy. I've been helping him move and a couple other things, and there was something I found, and wouldn't let me buy it from him. So really cool. But before we do that, I want to just show you the shoes, and then I'll show you the piece that I picked up, because these again are probably one of my favorites in my collection. Everything each pair came with were some Tom Sachs Space Program socks. Another cool thing is there's additional footbeds for each, and you can see that this has the makeup of the human body, as well as the elemental composition of the universe by mass and side by side. So some pretty crazy stuff in terms of detail if you want to talk about OD. Now, retail for the sneaker at auction and when they were offered to the public was $385. So it did come with all these extras, but some of the best stuff I've seen from Nike. Now, each shoe had their own hang tag, and each hang tag had a material swatch from what was used. I've taken this off. It was tied to the sneaker. We'll just tie it back up. Obviously, because I wore them. But again, it's kind of an interesting way to utilize a hang tag where you have all the material swatches that were used. So you've got this, again, this foam is wicked delicate right here. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but this is on the tongue. You've got different pieces all over. So another detail is it came with a Nike Craft tote bag. Again, fragile. Like, I can't even use this. This is like, I don't know how to describe this material, but it just feels like a little bit thicker than paper, so I'm just going to put that back quick. Now, this actually is paper. This is what the shoes were wrapped in, and it's a kind of newspaper sketch of all the different knots and things that went into the sneaker and design, as well as more of the chemical reactions. Again, this is also really fragile, so I'm just going to put it back in the bottom. All right, finally onto the shoes. It's an interesting silhouette. They use kind of like an SFB outsole with the free here, and then a very nice nubuck. This material on the toe box is again extremely fragile. This is not the pair that has a hole in it, but like I said, from wearing it, also I ripped off part of the tongue just from normal wear. I mean, it wasn't really even on. So again, while I've seen people wearing these at the event, I haven't really seen anyone wearing them outside the event. And in my experience, every time I lace them up, something breaks. So I might be putting them away. Obviously, I'd love to wear them. They're not something that I'm trying to actively sell, so I'm not really concerned, if I beat them up or not. I also don't have the leather sock liners in here. This one's just kind of a nylon one. But you got the Nike detailing here, and just overall, it's an awesome shoe on foot, and a really high quality leather. It looks exactly like the leather that's going to be coming out on these public school New York Jordan 12s. Follow me on Twitter if you're not in the loop with a lot of the latest releases, but a dope sneaker. If you're looking for on foot, I did a video on it a while ago. I'm just not going to lace them up right now. I'm barefoot in my apartment. So but now on to the final piece that made me do this video. Okay, so this is the piece that I picked up. It's that tote bag that doubles as a backpack, and it pulls a lot of elements from the sneaker. So it's kind of drawstring, as well as the red that's featured on it, and has the same laces. You've got that backpack element. Everything's very raw and industrial with this design. I'm wondering if you guys down in the comments know what this is, because I've tried opening it, and I thought it had the housing for a compass inside of it, and it doesn't. And it's not one of those things that lights up. So if anyone knows what this is, just let me know. I'm sure it's somewhere in the book. But you can see here it was actually sold at retail. Tom Sachs Space Program, retail $400, so it was steep. And like I said, I haven't seen too many of these for sale, and when they pop up, they tend to go off real quick. But again, it's made of that same kind of recycled, it feels, the material is like a recycled, it's like he made a bag out of recycled plastic bottles. That's the best way to put it. So again, while this is supposed to be functional, I wouldn't be caught dead wearing it, but it's an awesome thing to have next to the sneakers. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button for me. It goes a long way. And let me know what your rare sneaker is in your collection. T Blake signing out. Peace, guys.